Hi, Taurus. This is Perstephane Rose, and this is for the week of January 26th through February 1st. What does Spirit and allies want to talk about for Taurus? Okay, right off the bat, Taurus, they want you to become more balanced. They want you to focus on what makes you happy. So makes you soar, makes you happy, but at the same time, don't lose focus on that you need all of the pieces to make you happy, okay? Work is not the only thing that's going to make you happy. Relationships is not the only thing that's going to make you happy. Celebration is not going to be the only, or personal, because this one always reminds me of this is work, this is relationships, this can be relationships, but this can also be like spiritual guidance, like your insides. And then they also show me interacting with society in general, like the overall picture is that one. So they show me you need a balance of all of them. You just have to make sure that you stay in balance. You can't work too much, otherwise you're not going to get there. You can't go out on a spending spree and spend too much money, otherwise you won't have any money. You have to be more balanced. You can't give your partner everything. Sometimes they have to pull the load too. And you can't go to church every night. Sometimes you have to cut back and only go once a week or once a month, whatever. Okay. So they show me, make sure that you're balancing out your life this week. It does look like it's something you need to focus on, is your balance. They also show me, Taurus, that you need to focus on what is actually going on. They show me, it looks like a work issue. It does show me that people, they keep showing me a clock, but the gears keep getting stuck. So it's almost like you're trying to get the clock to work. You're trying to get the project up and running, but every time you do, something keeps getting clogged in the wheels. And they show me that's because you're not using the right clock. So if this is a project and you're trying to get it off the ground, it's almost like instead of keep going after the software to get the project off the ground, it's almost like you need to pull back and come from it at a different approach. So it's almost like instead of it being the software issue, it may be a data entry issue. Like the data is being entered wrong, not the software being running wrong, the data being run wrong. Because they do show me it has to do with that it's like the gears are in the wrong place and they just need to be taken out and put back in the correct spot, and you will actually get the results you want. So this week does feel like it's got a lot of like stops and goes, stops and goes, stops and goes, but it does show me you're successful and you can actually finish the week off strong and get the projects done. It just shows me that, and this may be closer to the beginning of the week, it just shows me that it's very like trudging through mud. It feels like it's just one of those weeks where you're like, wow, what am I doing here? You know, that thing for you. So that's for Taurus. What else for Taurus? Okay. It also shows me that this also may be related to your communication, because they show me you keep coming in with information, but it's running into a brick wall. Like either they don't want to hear it, or you're not, like you're talking one language and they're in a completely different world and they don't understand what you're saying. Even though you're talking, it's almost like they make me listen to like the Snoopy character teacher where the guy and ladies in the background going wah, 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 wah. It's almost like that's what they hear when you start talking, okay? So make sure that you are actually, when I'm asking how to fix this or what to do for you, they show me it's almost like you need to, they keep showing me add butter to the knife. You need to make it a little sweeter or make it a little softer, and they get it. So it's almost like instead of coming out and saying, can you file this for me? Instead of being like that, so direct and negative, they're like, oh, sure, yeah, I'll get it filed. You go and you say, I really need this filed, and then give them a reason. Like, I really need this filed because if I might be out tomorrow because I'm sick. So can you file this today? It's got a deadline and I really need it. And they're like, oh my God, you're going to be sick tomorrow? Oh yeah, most certainly. I'll file it right now. You know, they show me make it a little sweeter. They'll listen to you, okay? For the last two cards for you, they do show me that you, okay. It does show me that you right now are driving yourself crazy. So it's like you keep taking on the responsibilities of work and taking on the responsibilities home and trying to blend them together and make them work. It's just not going to work. So they show me try not to split yourself up so much. They show me try to be more like, if you're going to work on home, then be at home and work on home. If you're going to work on work, then be at work and work on work. But don't bring work home and don't bring home into work. They show me you're trying to do too many things and it's driving you crazy. Like they show me you're out of your mind. You don't know what you're doing, okay? The other thing is they show me that this week, it does look like good news for some of you is coming in. And it looks like maybe like you get settlements or you get contracts that are signed and they're in your favor. You actually finally get that date with the guy down the road that you've been trying to flirt with. Every time you pick up the mail, he actually asks you out. There's something about good news coming in, okay? It does show me that it's coming in this week, and it does look like it's coming in. So that, because they give me a 6 here, and they're making me feel like it's closer maybe to the end of the month, end of the week, which is the end of the month, funny thing. So they do show me good news is coming in for you this week. Okay, Taurus. Now, if you want a reading with myself, Perstephane Rose, or any of the other wonderful psychics that are on my website, please go down into the bio. You'll find my website there, and you can book through there. Otherwise, I will see you guys next week.